What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Carla Palmer, with another tip to help you GYSB. GYSB, what does that stand for? It stands for Get Your Sexy Back. It's my health and fitness movement that I started over a decade ago when I was successful with weight loss. I lost over 50 pounds, and I've been able to maintain that weight loss for the past decade. So my goal here on the Carla Palmer Show with my GYSB movement is to help you level up in wellness. So I want to help people reach the next level of optimal living. And with that, we focus on different dimensions of wellness. So some people may need to level up in their eating. They may need to do better there. Other people may need to be more regular with their exercise. Some people need to GYSB in their finances. So there's a thing called occupational wellness. That means really taking a look at your finances, looking at your job. Is it something that you love? Is it something that makes you happy? Are you earning the income that you need to earn in order to meet your basic needs, right? So that would be focusing on your occupational wellness. There's also relationships and spiritual wellness and really looking at your environment and who you're surrounding yourself with, if that's healthy. So there are a lot of different dimensions of wellness. There's actually 7. So there's social, spiritual, emotional, environmental, intellectual, physical, and occupational. Those are the 7. So at any time, there's going to be one area in your life that you need to focus on. So today, you guys, we're focusing on alcohol. That's right, we're focusing on alcohol. First, I want you to like and subscribe to the channel because I will be posting more and more videos to help you level up in wellness. So I'd like to invite you to do that right now, like and subscribe. Okay, so back to alcohol, back to the alcohol, all right? Listen, the beverage industry does not have to disclose the amount of calories that are in the drinks that they serve you. They don't have to disclose that, especially at the bar. So it's better for us to go in well equipped with the information that we need to have to make informed decisions about the kinds of drinks that we're going to have that evening, especially at the good old happy hour when they have their 2-for-1s or their half off of all well drinks or half off of all wines. You know how it goes. I love me some happy hour. Don't get me wrong. I love me some happy hour, but you need to know what you're doing when you pick your drinks. So let's start with red wine. We're starting with red wine because that is my drink of choice. I love me some red wine. I also know that a 4-ounce glass of red wine can range from 150 to 160 calories. That's just 4 ounces. Now, let's not even talk about you pouring your own glass at the house. Y'all know y'all ain't pouring no dang 4 ounces of wine for your glass at home. You know you're not. I know I'm not. It's probably more like 6 ounces, maybe even 7, depending on the kind of glass that you use. So let's be honest, let's be real with ourselves when we're doing a little pour at home. It's a pretty heavy pour. So we need to make sure in our heads we know what calories we're putting into our bodies. You also know that you probably aren't just having one glass. I have been guilty of all of this, and that is why I'm saying it to you. When we start to look at white wines, it's about the same, anywhere between 145 to 155 calories, depending on the type of white wine that you have. So if it's a Sauv Blanc, then it's going to be a little bit more dry, than a Riesling or a Gewürztraminer. Those are a little bit on the sweeter side, so those may have a little bit higher content in sugar. It just depends on the grapes. So you're going to have to just determine which kind of white you're going to have because those calories are going to be slightly different. If you think about a rosé is a little lighter. It's sometimes some are sweeter than others, but honestly, it's a little bit on the lower end as far as calories. Yeah, it's on the lower end. So it's anywhere between 110 to 115 calories for a rosé. So that's a nice summer wine, nice spring wine. Maybe you opt for a rosé. And then if you have a rosé, 2 aren't going to kill you. Now we're going on to the champagne, Champipple. That is not bad. So for a 3.4 ounce glass of champagne, we're looking at 110 calories. Not bad. Now it depends on what kind of champagne, but on average it's about 110 calories per glass. 3.4 ounce glass. If you start to do the mimosas, you got to factor in the orange juice. Orange juice is high in calories, it's high in sugar. So you want to make sure that you factor that in if you're getting mimosas. Any kind of juice that's added to alcohol, it's going to shoot those calories up. So just know that. They are not, they're not serving no fresh juice with your alcohol at the bar. So just know that you need to up your calories in your brain when you're thinking about adding some juice, okay? So Moving on to the martinis. So you got your dry martinis, you got your apple martinis, peach martinis. You know how it goes. There's all kinds of martinis. Those range anywhere between 124 calories to 150 calories. Not so bad, but you still got to be mindful of how many you're having that night. So just know that's anywhere between 124 to 150. We're moving on to the good old margaritas. Y'all, people love their margaritas. They love them margaritas. Margaritas don't necessarily love us, okay? 175 to 200 calories for a margarita. It's kind of high. It's getting up there. So those might be something that you just have occasionally because they're higher in calories. And then you don't even get me started on no dang pina coladas. Pina coladas, 500 calories for a pina colada. Thank you, but no thank you. I'm good. No, I don't want that. I'm not, because you know what? If that's your drink of choice for the evening, you can really only have one. If you go ahead and do two, you already at 1,000 calories. Don't even think about the food that you're putting into your body because you're not drinking on an empty stomach. So you just shot your whole day out with calories there. So don't do the pina colada and be really careful when you're doing the margaritas. So now we're moving on to Moscato. Now Moscato is going to run you anywhere between 160 to 165 calories. That's on the sweeter side with the wines. So that's probably why the caloric intake is a little bit higher there. So be careful. I know people who can drink a whole bottle of Moscato in one sitting. You look up and the bottle is gone. So you've what is it, like 3 glasses in a bottle of wine? That's a lot. So be careful with that. Be careful with that, especially if you're having a good time with your girlfriends. You look up and you done had a whole bottle of Moscato. Yee! Now let's talk about shots. Shots. Okay. I don't do shots because I don't like getting toe up. I don't like getting lit. That ain't my style. Never really has been. But listen, a 1.5 ounce shot of your gin, your vodka, tequila, it's going to run you anywhere between 100 to 104 calories. Not bad, but you're getting toe up. So I don't know about you, but I think the older people get, we need to lay off the shots. Because I don't know. I don't like being hungover the next day. And I don't like being at a party or at a club and not really knowing like what's going on because I'm so faded. I just don't mess around with that. That's just for me. But just know that it's anywhere between 100 to 104 calories for your shots. So now we're going to look at beer, all right? Some people really love their beer, but you have to remember that beer is high in calories. So if you do a light beer, you're going to be about 100 calories. But if you do like a regular beer, you're at anywhere between 150 to 175 calories. And if you're having beer with your homies, you're probably going to have more than one. So just be careful, be mindful, know what you're doing when you are out there having your beers with the homies. Last but not least is the dessert wine. All right. So the dessert wine, that's usually the wine that people have after their meal. And it's usually after you've already had like a couple glasses of wine. If you are, somebody who enjoys dessert wine, it's anywhere between 250 to 300 calories. You think you might want to pass on that? Maybe. If you've already enjoyed a glass of wine or two, like just leave the dessert wine. Leave it there. Just tell them no thank you. No thank you. Especially if you're having dessert. You don't want to have dessert wine with dessert. You just really, really outdoing yourself there. So be careful. I hope this was helpful. I hope this will help you make informed decisions when you're out at a happy hour or out at dinner or just at home, having some downtime and relaxation and enjoying a glass of wine or beer or whatever your drink of choice is. Just understand what it is that you are doing calorie-wise and then adjust according to your goals. Does that make sense? I hope so. If you guys would like and subscribe to the channel, I'd be really happy that you did that. And I will continue, I promise to continue to bring you content here on The Carla Palmer Show. I will see you guys on the next episode of The Carla Palmer Show. See you later. Bye-bye.